October 14, 1924, a day of quiet beginnings and global tensions. It's easy to think of history as being made only by grand battles and monumental treaties. But sometimes the most significant changes start quietly, in small rooms with few witnesses. Let's take a step back in time to October 14, 1924, a day that, on the surface, may not seem remarkable. But on this particular Tuesday, seeds of change were planted in places you wouldn't expect, from public speaking clubs in California to political turmoil in Europe. In Santa Ana, California, Ralph C. Smedley had an idea. He'd seen people struggle with expressing themselves clearly in front of others, and he knew this was more than just a social inconvenience. It was holding people back. Smedley believed that if people could learn to speak with confidence, they could change their own lives, and maybe even the world. And so, on that fateful October day, Smedley founded the first ever Toastmasters Club. It was just a small group at the start, people gathering to practice public speaking in a supportive environment. But this little club would grow into Toastmasters International, now a global organization that helps millions find their voice. What began in a quiet California room would eventually ripple across the world, empowering people to lead, persuade, and inspire. Meanwhile, across the Atlantic, Europe was grappling with far weightier matters. The scars of World War I still ran deep, and the political landscape was fragile. In Poland and Germany, border disputes were a constant source of tension. Both nations were trying to redefine themselves after the war, but where one country's growth began, another's wounds deepened. The Treaty of Versailles, signed just a few years earlier, had left unresolved tensions, and these simmering issues would continue to shape European politics for years to come. And in Britain, an election loomed. Stanley Baldwin, leader of the Conservative Party, was preparing to make his case to the people. The political climate was tense. Britain was facing economic hardships, and its leadership would soon change. Just a few days later, Baldwin would go on to win the general election, shaping Britain's future as it recovered from the war and entered a new era of political and economic challenges. So what can we learn from this day in 1924? Whether it's the birth of an organization like Toastmasters or the ever-shifting borders and governments of post-war Europe, history is made not just by major events, but by the quieter moments of decision and action. It's a reminder that small beginnings can have a lasting impact. If you enjoyed this history reminder and want to hear more fascinating tales from history, be sure to hit the subscribe button. Give this video a thumbs up and share it with others who might enjoy this journey through time. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.